So, understanding your sleep problem, that's what we're going to talk about here right now. And if you're struggling with your sleep for weeks, months, or years, and you're not really sure what it takes, then this is just an important aspect. We're going to just cover it for, the next 5 to 10 minutes. And if you have any questions, don't forget to just drop them into the comments. I'm going to reply to all of the comments and yeah, try to clarify things that might come up in between you and understanding your sleep problem. So why is this important? That's the very first question. And the answer to that is if we want to improve our sleep, meaning like we want to move from A to B, right? A is where you are right now and B is where you want to be. Good sleep. And the very first step of what you should do, and that's part of the sleep map, is to kind of define your goal. But if you want to reach that goal, as if you get into your car and you kind of use your navigation system, the navigation system needs to know exactly where you are right now. Like the navigation system does it via GPS. You don't have to do anything. Like it checks out the satellite, calculates a little bit, and knows exactly where it's positioned. And only through that and it does that constantly, right? And only through that can the navigation system guide you towards the destination that you have programmed into the navigation system. So the positioning as in your navigation system when you travel is highly important when it comes to your sleep. And that's why it's like, by the way, step number 3 out of the sleep map. And if you don't have the sleep map yet, download it. You're going to find the link underneath this video, not right now, but after it is published, not in the live, but afterwards. And the sleep map is just a great system. I put together all the steps you need to know to return back to superb sleep, no matter where you are right now. So these are the 9 steps. I hope you can see them. Check, 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 check. So this is like essentially you want to run through the system like this, right? So what we're talking about here today is, just to give you a little bit of context, is step number 3, the assessment. And I really pulled the black thing through the assessment. So it's the assessment. That's where you are. Like it's a coherent system. You need to understand that. This is, even though this is an important aspect and you need to tackle it if you're not sure about your positioning, there are other aspects that you want to tackle and you want to do them in the right order sequence. So you can start here, but you definitely want to check back on the goal, the accountability, and then we're going to move through the things that you can practice here, and then we're going to crush it when it comes to your sleep. But today we're talking about the sleep assessment. So what do you want to do to position yourself when it comes to your sleep, right? That's the big question. As said, if you're using a navigation system, it's the GPS, but we don't have a GPS system when it comes to our sleep. We've got something similar. We've got a couple of things we just need to be aware of. And you just, like literally, the way you want to start is to take a sheet of paper and a pen. That's the easiest way to get started. Sit down for 5 minutes and honestly ask yourself, where am I right now when it comes to my sleep? What does that mean? When do I go to bed? When do I get up, right? Do I do that regularly? Or is my schedule different weekdays, weekends? And this is not where you want to be. It's just where you are right now. Like, answer these questions honestly to yourself. Interruptions. What sleep interruptions are that? Do you have to go to the toilet, or do you wake up and you have a problem to fall asleep again? Do you have a racing mind? Are you anxious? What is it? Like, write down the details. Do you, excuse me, what sleep duration do you get? If you're using a sleep tracker, what's your sleep quality score? Like, they typically throw out a sleep quality score. Like, put down any information that you have that can be helpful to position yourself. Then moving down to the next level, what have you tried so far? Like, that's part of the positioning too. What have you tried so far? Write it down. I'm sure if you're watching this video and you're still with me, you've done a lot. So write those things down. There might be things that were just a waste of energy, and there might be good ideas in there that kind of resonate with you, and you might just not have had the steps that the sleep map comes with. So download it, follow the steps in the right sequence. There might just be things that you need to do in the right sequence. So, but what have you done? Think about that. I'm sure you've done a lot. Write all of these things down. It's going to help you to figure out, what opportunities are there? What things have you not tried so far? Or is there something that has worked in the past and you were just not consistent enough with it? Write everything down. And the last thing, or not, yeah, the last thing is kind of to think about obstacles. Like, are there any obstacles that what's standing between you and your sleep? If anything comes to mind, write that down. Like, my sleep obstacles. This is coming in between me and my sleep. Is it my anxiety? Is it whatever it is for you? Write it down if you have something. If not, that's cool. But you want to run through that in a structured way and write it down on a sheet of paper. And you see, like, we're just moving into this session for a couple of minutes. And if you would have grabbed a sheet of paper and a pen, you would already be halfway through. It's just sitting down. And I know, like, even though this is kind of simple, it's not that easy. Most people really struggle. And I have these struggles too at times. Obviously, we're all human. There are no perfect human beings, and you and I won't be the first, right? So we all have these struggles, but we just need to sit down. And with this thing, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Take a sheet of paper and write these things down. So once you've got all of that on a sheet of paper, there's a little exercise I can hand over to you, and that is just simply to close your eyes and to imagine you sleeping well again. Like, okay, how would that look? Like, if you've already run through the system, you've got your sleep goal, right? If that's the case, take that sleep goal. If not, best do it, or try to imagine how good sleep would look like for you. And then ask yourself, just feel into your body and your mind and your gut and your soul and whatever is there, and see, is there anything pulling you back? Is there any little nagging voice saying, no, 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 you won't reach that. You won't achieve that. You can't sleep. You're a bad sleeper. Like, you're suffering from insomnia for 10 years. Who do you think you are? Like, if there's something like that, write that down too. That's something we need to tackle. You need to tackle, because in the end, you can try everything. If you've got that nagging voice in your mind that is like a rubber band pulling you back, it's going to be a very exhausting, frustrating experience. And also, you won't really know if the things that you're doing are actually the right things or not. So write these things down. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out. And you can also book, like, if you download the Sleeptrust Sleep Map, and again, I'm going to share the link. It's free. I use the exact system for all of my clients in the coaching sessions. Everything we produce, every tool that helps you is in line with the Sleeptrust Sleep Map. Download this sleep map. And if you do that, there's a little video that will guide you through to let you know what you should focus on. And you also have the opportunity, and that's what I wanted to say, to book a free 15-minute call with me, and we're going to clarify things together. So use this opportunity. These calls are free. Spots are limited, so first come, first serve. But I'm more than happy to help you out. And my promise for these calls is always that I'm going to give you the clarity to know exactly what you want to focus your energy on right now, depending on your personal situation, to give you the highest results when it comes to investing energy to return back to superb sleep. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope we tackled why it's so important, massively important, to position yourself correctly when it comes to your sleep. There are a lot of assessments out there that you can use, and Sleeptrust has one too. You choose what, or if you just take a sheet of paper and a pen and write down things, and definitely download your it's free, completely free, your version of the Sleeptrust Sleep Map. And would be happy, more than happy actually, to have a 15-minute call with you to help you out to get really clear on what you should be focusing on the sleep map, but also specifically when it comes to taking action that makes sense in regards to your personal situation. And yeah, that's it for this live session. Drop me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you're struggling with your sleep right now, share this video with anybody it's helpful for. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, have a superb sleep.